Homeboy.
Okay. So I've been like kind of hiding something from you.
Okay. Is it bad or?
Well, you kept, we were back and forth on like 150 episode. It's a big episode. So there's a surprise guest tonight, and it's Mary!
Hey. Freaking mystery guest. Wow. All right, well, I'm happy you did that because I kind of felt bad that I forgot to do that. Hi, Mary. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Wait, give me a quick tour of your apartment.
God.
Did not be yours. Just turn the screen. I just want to in the room.
This is my messy living room.
That's my beauty. Wow.
Yeah, that's my front door.
Wow. How's the air quality?
It's a lot better.
Is it better? Oh my god.
Yeah, it's all good.
Bridget, was like the apocalypse this week.
Yo,
like the sky was red.
Terrible.
Yeah.
It's bad.
So I was like, Mary, are you okay?
I think it went by us pretty quickly and then stayed down in Jersey for longer.
Yeah, I
So
don't know. It's okay now, though. Now it's like normal.
I don't know how to change my name.
Anyway, climate change sucks.
Well,
this is
Katie,
exciting.
I really wanted to surprise you recording, but I know that adding a third track is hard to do when you didn't know about it. So I thought we'd have to stop recording and then re-record, but I didn't know what you wanted to do because I wanted to get your reaction.
Listeners, this is extra exciting because our sister Mary is actually the real life Matilda. She raised herself.
That's true.
She has mind powers.
She can do math like that.
I thought you were going to say magic powers.
Crazy
For all
math.
we know, you do. So
she walked to the library by herself as a 2-year-old.
Absolutely.
All normal.
Sisters who've seen it. We are the sisters who've seen it. Sisters, shooby-dooby-doo-wop, sisters, shooby-dooby-doo-wop, sisters, sisters who've seen it.
Hello.
Hello there.
Welcome back, listeners.
Oh God, are you ready for this?
Oh. I am with my chocolate cake a la Bruce Bogtrotter.
Brucey!
If I just shoveled them all in my mouth at once, that'd be a lot.
I mean, I kind of did that with a cupcake before we got on, but...
Oh, we're all
what
in
are you
the
gonna
spirit. Do? Okay, listeners, I'm going to introduce ourselves so you know who all the sisters are tonight.
Woo!
Or today, or whatever. Listeners, we are the Sisters Who've Seen It, the podcast where 2 sisters plus 1 sister, which is 3 sisters. That's a Matilda math question for you, so be ready for the quiz later. 3 sisters who are not movie critics look back on some of our favorites throughout the years through a psychological, ethical, and familial lens. I'm Katie.
I'm Bridget.
And I'm Mary.
Woo-hoo!
Hey.
And Mary, tell us your real name / the name of the movie.
It's not my real name. It is kind of our dog's name.
Oh, did you hear the last episode? Because I told everyone that story.
I don't remember that at all.
Okay, well,
not
Brownie.
at all.
Mm-hmm.
So sorry I did that.
Katie remembers.
No, the movie that we are doing today is Matilda.
Woo!
The 1996 version.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's been new ones.
There's only like one new one, right? The musical one?
No, there's like a movie too.
Yeah, of the musical.
Oh. Got it. Probably.
Yeah. Like this movie, as its standalone, has not been like remade. But they took the Broadway musical and they like made it a movie and filmed it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
My idea of a perfect school is one in which there are no children at all.
This fucking movie. All right, well, Mir, since you're here...
Oh, since you're here.
Oh, no.
We're going to have to give you the task of giving us a little synopsis.
Okay.
I'm going to kick you off, Mary. You ready?
Okay.
This is a pretty good
do
one.
the one sentence.
Do it.
I want us all to understand that while Matilda is fond memories, is also dark and sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I cried for different emotional reasons.
Cursed with a cruel school principal and parents, a little girl discovers her hidden powers, which she uses to stand up to the bullies in her life.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that sums it pretty well. There are some little side plots happening.
Absolutely.
But yeah, we literally start off with Matilda as a baby.
Baby.
Better off raising tomatoes.
Oh my god, our mother says that so much.
If I got a quote from Mom, that's what she would say.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
And we watch Matilda grow up alone because her family doesn't care about her. She makes her own food starting at age 3.
Hold on. I need to justify my laugh because I sound like an evil person.
We're all laughing, I think, for the same reason.
Okay.
This isn't as serious as it sounds.
Our sister Mary is 16 years younger than me and 10 years younger than you, Katie, and had same parents but had a different upbringing, so to speak. So we were in college or out of the house, right? We were there though when you were young, but then eventually like you had a totally different experience.
Well, and Mom went back to school and work.
And so Dad was home, and so, he had a different style of parenting for the OG listeners who know our father, okay?
Yeah.
So we are laughing at the situation, not abandoning Mary, who we love with all of our heart. We're good sisters. So these are New Jersey jokes. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Continue, Mary.
Okay.
No, definitely not my reality. I did enjoy the baby in the bath, or not the bath, the kitchen sink.
Classic.
Because I feel like that was a staple of childhood, getting a bath in the sink.
Absolutely.
So she grows up by herself, but she doesn't grow up too much. I think she's 6.5
Yeah.
during this whole movie.
She should have started school.
Yeah. She's not 4.
She's not. No.
And she starts reading books because she's got nothing better to do and walks to the library every day until the librarian gives her a library card.
I'm just laughing again because I know how many books you read.
Oh my
Again,
God.
as a child, that's why you're so brilliant. Oh my God, I'm sorry.
We gotta talk about that librarian. I mean, my God.
Oh, she needs to be on a list somewhere with the other list. She's a bystander. Not a fan.
So then basically Matilda is like, I really want to go to school, and I feel like side happening to this, we're learning about the family, mainly the dad. Harry Wormwood is their last name, and he is a car salesman, although he's not a very truthful car salesman. Not at all.
That means he's a car salesman.
Yeah. Doing
Shots
some shady
fired.
stuff.
Awkies.
Yeah. Kind of throws in some of the side plot. I don't remember when they introduced this, but we've got some FBI agents scouting him out because he's doing some illegal biz with his biz.
Ooh.
Yeah. So then we are introduced to, well, I don't think we see her for a little bit, but this scary shadow of a woman who hates children and gets a car from Matilda's dad and talks about how she's a principal. And then, surprise, surprise, now Matilda's going to go to this fun school, which is very not fun.
It's not fun.
I don't know why she could have gone before, but it's fucking fine.
And, I mean, I can keep going, but basically we go to school, find out Miss Trunchbull is probably the worst person alive.
She's the
Ever.
worst.
But there's a light in this school, and that light is named Miss Honey, and she is wonderful.
Our dog, Honey.
Our
Yeah.
dog who...
The underbite.
This Miss Honey did not have an underbite.
And Miss Honey is probably the only one to notice, other than the kids, that Matilda is brilliant and needs to be cared for and not be ignored. And that's kind of where the story goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she has psychic powers.
Oh, yeah.
That she uses to torture adults. And that's just the
Forgot
best,
that. Yeah,
honestly.
And it's
She
a
takes
happy
control.
ending.
It
It's a happy
does.
ending.
Yes, it is.
Oh
boy.
my God. Mary, there really was moments where I was like, I think this was Mary. Like, you used to make your own Eggos when you were really young. And
Oh, yeah?
so does Matilda.
Oh.
Matilda makes pancakes.
I
so-
remember you would make New England clam chowder soup on the stove, and Jimmy came home once, and he was like, how do you know how to do that? And you're like, how do you not know how to
Mary's
make
like, I read a book from the
soup.
library I walked to.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't remember this.
Yeah, you were just the best. And you still are. But I feel like I only had a couple because I don't think, I mean, our family's ridiculous, but we're not like mean.
No.
And neglectful.
No.
Let's get that on air.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I do think we need to discuss something that's really important, which is that this movie not only stars, but was directed by Danny DeVito. I love your work! New Jersey native.
I didn't know that.
There's a fucking scene later in the movie where they show a
Asbury
lunchbox that says
Park!
Asbury Park, and I screamed in my living
yeah.
room.
I think it even is like New Jersey films because Danny DeVito is a Jersey guy.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. Wow. And he's married to Rhea Perlman, right? That's her name?
Yes, who was his wife in this movie.
Oh my God. They are
know that.
so funny together.
Yeah, and I think in real life they are polar opposites of these types of people.
Absolutely.
So Mara Wilson, who is the girl who plays Matilda, her mom passed away from breast cancer when this movie was being filmed.
It's really
which is,
sad.
like, so sad, but she, like, talked about how Danny DeVito and Rhea Perlman were, like, so sweet to her, and they, like, helped her, like,
Aw.
you know, they were just, like, there for her, and it was so
I think I read that her mom died before it was released, so Danny DeVito showed it to her, like, the unedited version, so she could see it.
That's sweet.
Oh, it's so sweet.
Yeah.
Oh.
But we did Mrs. Doubtfire, Kate, and Mara Wilson and Mrs. Doubtfire, too, you know?
Yeah,
I think that
that's
was
true.
like her debut.
She was
movie.
the child star. I do feel like Mary, you kind of looked like her when
Yeah,
you were
a little bit.
too. I feel like you guys looked alike. Although Mary, you had the Mowgli haircut, as we called it.
Oh,
not long
my
enough.
God. King Arthur.
Wasn't often brushed, but again, you know. You didn't put bows in your hair.
No, I didn't have a cute ribbon.
No, that's all right though. All right, well, yeah, I think we should get into this. And it starts off with Danny DeVito like, every kid's life is different, and some kids are good at shit, and some kids aren't. And like, anyway, here's Matilda, and you're like, okay, what?
I'm just going to tell you right now. Having a baby is not how it was portrayed, where they like put your baby in a baby farm. Danny DeVito's like, ugh. And then Rhea Perlman's in tight leather snake pants that she's walking out and saying, well, I had to shower, Harry. You know? He complained about how expensive a bar of soap was, and they threw the kid in the trunk, and then she's just roaming around in her car seat in the trunk. This movie plays this balance of, this is really dark and sad, and also, okay, you're taking it to the extreme, so it's funny.
Yeah.
But you're right on the line. I was like, yikes. And also I thought, why are you having a kid if you guys just like don't want another one?
That is a great point.
That's the question they should be asking themselves.
Texas? No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
Oh, God. I mean, probably. Let's be honest. They had a station wagon, which this was before your time, Mayor, but our family did have a station wagon like that at one point.
It was orange.
Did
my
Mom
God.
tell us the story? Oh, Jimmy was in a car seat and it wasn't strapped in, and he like was flying around the back seat. Or
Wow.
No?
Yes.
Is that?
Yes.
Just like
Is that
Matilda.
out? Is it? Oh.
Yes.
Jimmy's
And,
okay, everyone, don't worry.
Well, is he?
Oh, God.
Kidding.
Jesus.
And I remember that station wagon because the seats had this like leather cover, and then there was wire and then foam for the seat.
Ugh.
And someone had like, it had ripped. So
Uh-oh.
whenever you would get in, you'd have to like lift your leg, and the side of your thigh just got slashed. Every time, because there was just wire sticking out. And you would try so hard to lift your leg over, and no one ever did anything. Maybe Jimmy was like, Bridget, you take that side, and I just forever had a sliced leg. That
Jimmy,
sounds
the
about
older
right.
brother in this movie, was your experience with Jimmy.
Yeah.
Throws
Having a
carrots and
marshmallow
marshmallows.
Mary, we
Same
didn't do that to
haircut and
you.
everything.
No.
Mary, we didn't be that. Okay, good.
No.
Okay, but literally Mom says, so they get home, they have decided they hate their daughter from the start, which I thought, she never even said anything, but okay.
Just a baby.
And literally she goes into this like, ow, 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 ow. Better off raising tomatoes.
Babies. It's amazing.
Oh my god. And then, Mary, I'm a little nervous for this, but Danny DeVito goes, by the time she was 2, she had learned what most people learn in their college years, how to take care of themselves. I was like, oh no, what age is ever married?
That's, I get it.
Yeah. But I think in like, I don't know, it was like the kid was getting left home alone. First of fucking all, if the FBI is watching this house, terrible job.
Like, so bad.
Hello. Guys, get it together.
Kate, did you see the FBI connection?
Oh my god, it was Pee Wee Herman, and I was like, we didn't even plan that.
How did we do that?
That's a fucking connection. That's
Wow.
a fucking connection right there. Paul Rubens. He was so different than Pee Wee, though, thank goodness. Because Matilda would have, like, flew him out a window if he was Pee Wee. She would have made him fly and just been like, like with the finger.
Hey,
Fly
we're
over
here
there.
to be boat salesmen, but we're really FBI agents.
They're cops.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
This is cute, though. This montage is cute, though, right?
Mhm.
The, like, growing up and...
It's cute, but then she walks to the fucking library and all of the adults ignore the child, and then this goddamn librarian, I cannot. Where Danny's like, yeah, she just like kept watching her, and I don't know, that's cute, isn't it? Then she gave her a library card. What a nice lady. I was like, actually, what would have been nice is to make some phone calls. Maybe. Okay. Jesus
Kate, you have
Christmas.
trained me, because I thought that. Also, do you know that in Japan, that's like a thing?
Oh, wasn't
I know
that
what you're
a
talking
Netflix
about. Yeah.
show?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Old Enough is
Oh my
what
God.
the Netflix show is called. But they send like kids out to do these errands to see if they can handle it. But society in Japan is like used to seeing little kids like walking around. And so like as a community, they take care of the kids. Like if anyone tried to mess with it, they like, oh no, that's just a kid doing its like first errand alone.
Oh.
And I'm like, man, do you think people that are from Japan watch Matilda and they're like, nothing about this is interesting?
Maybe.
You know? Because I was horrified at this little girl walking all the way to the library by herself. The creepos. And then they know it's her route because she goes every day. Yikes.
Not cool.
That's not good.
This movie and maybe.
Okay, all right, Kate, take a Brucey cake break. Are you
Sorry,
okay?
sorry.
How
There's
much
a lot happening
cupcake
right now.
is in your mouth? My
Sorry.
God.
Yeah. I don't know if it's just the week I've had or what's happening, but I got kind of emotional during the book reading stuff.
Oh my God.
And then I was like, I need to read more, and like I used to do that, and like what's changed? And then I had my own existential crisis. But
do you think it's this podcast?
No.
Do you need a break to read?
Preventing me from reading?
Yeah, like because you edit so many hours during the week, you could be reading.
No, I think it's like work.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's just like the message that this movie is intending to give, and I guess I should say like this story, because this was based off of the Roald Dahl book, is the takeaways are adults are not always right. So like you shouldn't just blindly listen to them, because like what if they're an asshole, and like we need some adults to learn this lesson. Lots of adults in politics need this lesson.
Wow.
But then it also is like teaching you that reading and like just that is good too. I didn't articulate that great, but I just was like so emotional. And then Matilda cries at one point. I was like, Matilda, no, don't cry.
She asked
You're
for...
gonna have psychic powers. You're gonna be fine.
I cried a lot too, but not because of not reading enough books.
Okay, well...
Because it's a sad existence.
Yeah.
Matilda have. Mary, I feel like maybe we shouldn't keep saying you're like Matilda. Like, it's kind of messed up.
I mean,
Should we stop that? Should we stop that?
Sure.
Mary,
Okay.
are we, like, traumatizing you?
Absolutely
Are we
not.
Trunchbull? Okay.
Are your psychic powers materializing?
Oh my God.
Oh, God.
No, I feel like the only things I relate to is just when, like, Matilda is just, like, content, like, sitting in a chair while, like, everyone's doing their own thing.
Well,
that's it.
and the loud TV, I'm sure that gives you some PTSD.
That's relatable.
Do you even own a TV where you live?
No.
I bet you don't. Yep, see?
Man.
So,
You know,
so
way, Kate, you may or may not remember this, but like we had the TV dinner.
I
little,
remember
like,
that.
The
tables.
the trays.
There were trays, and then Mom had a tray organizer
Yeah.
that you would hang the little TV tray things. My God.
Wow.
I remember.
Well, after we all cry because Mara Wilson has a really shitty upbringing, then she starts flipping pancakes. Or is this after? Before?
I don't
after?
know. I don't know where I cried. All I wrote is this 6-year-old needs to be in school and everyone's gaslighting her.
Yeah.
They're
Our
like,
age.
you're 4. She's like, I'm 6.5, guys.
Okay, and Mrs. Phelps, who's that stupid librarian,
Oh,
who after
God.
weeks told her she could get a library card. First of all, like you said, didn't call anybody, nothing. And then
Nothing.
pulls out the library card weeks later. I
Yeah.
mean,
Mm.
I can't.
There's no
That's true.
excuses.
Everybody sucked.
Danny DeVito's response to Matilda saying, I want to go to school is, but who would be here to sign for the packaging?
Is that our father? Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh my God. It's
Yeah.
just so real.
It's so real, and we start to see, so we're like, okay, she likes to read, she's got a sad, lonely life, but we don't know how smart she is. We know she's kind of smart, but we haven't seen it, and then Danny DeVito comes in with math. Now, Mary, this reminded me of Dad
This
quizzing you.
Absolutely
math
what I thought
things.
of. Dad being like, all right, miss, so, 2,000 of this plus 2,000 of that times 3 of that.
I do remember this.
I bought $400 in FedEx stock. Then it was selling at 182, averaging 990.
That's literally...
Divide by
yeah.
the square root. Here's the Sudoku puzzle. Yeah, and so she busts out the fast mental math. And then Danny DeVito was mad because he said that she was cheating. And then he says the line that person must be taught a lesson.
Yes.
He really meant to say children. And so Matilda was like, cool, now I'm going to rage against the adults!
Woo! Yeah, because she learned that this is called gaslighting, and I'm going to do it to you now because I'm going to take your words and use them against you. Here I go. And it's really great. Although I get anxiety. There's a lot of scenes in this movie where she's like sneaking in a place, and I'm like, the heart rate is up. Oh, God.
Mary, did you get anyone back that you wanted to with your secret powers?
I really don't remember anyone being mean enough to me for me to justify.
Oh, well, that's good.
That's
That
great.
is good, but I'll have to think about it. Yeah, I feel like Matilda was always getting in trouble for things she didn't do.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
she would go and do something where she definitely could get in trouble, but then she'd get away with it.
Yeah.
Her origin story is like villain right here.
It does kind of feel that way, but you're also like, but I like you, so it's fine. I'll
Yeah.
accept
Also, it's kind of silly. Like, I'm gonna dye your hair. I'm gonna bleach your hair. That's like small. The super glue to the hat. I thought, ooh, we're raising the stakes a little bit. That's a little high.
Fibers are fused to the head.
And then Miss Trunchbull, she took it to the next level, and I thought, well deserved.
Yeah. I thought the blonde locks looked fine. but
Really?
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. It's a look. I don't know. Everyone was so upset by it. I was like, it's really not that bad, but...
Rhea
Oh.
Perlman throwing the Trix cereal all over the floor cracked me up.
That's amazing.
What'd you do to your hair?
Oh my God. But even the scene where they're in the restaurant just trying to get the hat off. Fibers are fused? What is that supposed to mean? That's so
Oh my
good.
God. There's also one line, Mary, this is you when you're trying to read a book and not pay attention to the family. And he's like, what are you doing over there? And she's like, I'm reading a wonderful book called Moby Dick. He's like, Moby what?
Moby what?
I was like, is that also our father?
Yes. Dad
and,
would
yeah.
absolutely have that response.
But that's when, like, he forces her to watch the TV, and then she learns, whoa, it's not my mental math skills from my dad training me with Sudoku and stock price puzzles. I could actually move things. Mary, on live podcast, can you do this? Do you have the superpower?
Mary,
I will
make the light turn
explode.
off. Make the light turn off. And that's
Oh my God, if I had a switch, I would.
If that went off, I would have fell out of my chair. I'm not kidding. Oh my God.
So that's a no, or?
That's a no.
For now. It's for now. But
I mean-
that also means you haven't gone through, like, trauma, which is
True.
a good thing, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
She did this
yeah.
out of pure anger. And
Yeah, it was like all
Rage.
the terrible shit. And even later in the movie, he's like, she realized that when she thought of all the horrible things happening to her, she could do it. Hooray. And I was like, uh-oh.
But wait,
I
are
have
we-
mixed feelings.
Are we not helping Mary reach her potential if we don't, like, give her fake trauma to then discover her superpower?
What? I don't know. All right, let's get to the fucking school. Because
All right, whatever.
this is the time.
Yo,
The
Miss
school.
Trunchbull.
This school would have been condemned.
So Harry sells Miss Trunchbull a car, and as a deal, then she goes to school. I was like, okay, so that makes no
School's
sense.
like
but
free though, so
I don't understand any of it, but whatever.
Mm.
And Miss Trunchbull is the scariest person alive, played by Pam Ferris. Holy
Wow.
cow.
She was amazing.
Amazing. Like the most intense actor ever.
Yeah.
Incredible.
So, Mare,
Yes.
when you went to Bayshore, which was many moons after me,
Yes.
did they still have all the kids, like, stand outside and just wander aimlessly before school? Because, like,
Yes.
we used to do that, and that's
That's
what
like
I
a
thought
core
of
memory
this.
for me.
Wow.
Where it's just everyone's just hanging out. There's no adults. Like,
Nope.
we're all, it's like, well, I hope nobody walks to McDonald's.
You're literally
'cause-
just waiting for them to unlock the doors.
Yeah, no one's being supervised. Good luck, everyone.
What?
Yeah, that's what this reminded me of. But at least at this school, they were inside a gate. But yeah, and then the happy fun times get real fucking quiet because Trunchbull comes out with a what is it? A crop?
Yeah.
Riding crop?
A
Is that-
riding crop.
That's
She-
inappropriate.
Okay, I'm gonna throw this out there. She also is kind of dressed like a Nazi.
Oh, I didn't
I-
think about that.
dark
It's
place.
like it's very,
Mm.
but it's like dark.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And she does a high bun, and I have to say I'm wearing one right
I was
now.
like,
and
Bridge,
I
what are you
was-
trying to say? Like,
I was questioning my hair choices after seeing her. I was like, I don't know if this is a look. This
Oh,
tight
God.
bun.
Gotta get your Olympic sweatshirt on.
No,
Oh.
I'm wearing a sweatshirt.
oh my god, that'd be amazing. If you came on dressed as her, oh my god, I'd send you a trophy.
Wow.
This is where Matilda meets Lavender.
Oh.
Lavender's got a deep, smoky voice. I want Lavender to sing jazz in the club.
Yo,
Okay.
Lavender's an awesome name for a
It
kid.
is. That's what I
Yeah.
thought too. Oh my god. Also, there's a girl with a mullet. Her name is Hortensia.
Hortensia.
I just wanted everyone to know that. It's not important for the story. But
That
she's
gave
there
me
too.
real Harry Potter vibes of like so many characters and names that I couldn't keep up with. I was like, who are you? What
Lavender, Hortensia, Bruce, Bob
Mhm.
Trotter. There's another kid.
So much.
I don't know. Yeah.
So much.
But really, Lavender's the important one because they become buddies. And then this is where Matilda gets exposition about the Chokey and how children get like thrown out windows. And then immediately.
I wrote a note. I go, oh my god, Katie, can you imagine being a school psychologist at this school?
Oh my God.
I would have to like every 5 seconds I'd get a radio and be like, Katie, another kid got thrown out the window. Can you go like check on him? And I'd be like, ugh, fine, Jesus. Come on,
I just-
Timmy.
Are you
Let's
just
go.
running high speed around
I'm
the
like
school?
catching the kid. It's horrible.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'd be busy.
Wait, real talk, did any of either of you have like a horrible, scary teacher, principal, anything like this?
Yeah, I had a bad principal, but not one that was like throwing children, but she was like an
was it
asshole.
the
I would
Bayshore
hope
one?
not.
It was, I don't think you had her married. No, she was definitely gone well
In
before
Bayshore?
you. She was at Fairview.
Oh, then no. I was mentioning Miss from Bayshore.
Oh, she called us all in for an assembly and screamed on stage, you think it's okay for a student to say fuck you to their teacher? And then all the kids were like, ah, the principal said fuck you to us. And then she was like, no, wait, I didn't mean it. That's a true story. And she then had to apologize to us.
She left
So-
after my first year.
Yeah, well, I'm
Wow.
surprised she made it that long. No, the principal I had screamed at me
no.
because I threw a snowball before school. She screamed in my face. And then Mom, I think, made like a phone call because I was really upset. And then she was always like much nicer to me and tried to hug me once. And I was like, I don't want to hug.
Oh my God. I will go right now and I will get Will Ferrell from Elf to throw snowballs at her.
Oh, God.
Until
Right.
she
Well,
is
that's
done.
a lot. My goodness.
No, okay. All right.
Did you have any bad teachers or principals, Bridge?
Oh, I had so many. But like,
Oh my God.
but I just felt like there was a collective crap of them, not like one that was the devil. I just remember looking back and being like, a lot of you were terrible.
Well, even this mentality she has where she's like, kids suck. I'm like, ew, I've worked with people like that. And it
Oh,
doesn't
God.
make any sense. Why are you working with kids if you hate them? Somebody let me know.
I know. It's, yeah. But Miss Trunchbull is like very articulate. The word choices, incredible. The vocabulary, wow.
What's vocab? What did she say?
I did notice that.
Did
Yeah.
you, Mary?
Yeah.
Give me an
I
example.
don't know, she just used like big words, especially for like an elementary school.
Oh,
I
well.
mean, it...
All right, because I'm still at the pigtails part because we didn't throw
yeah.
Amanda over the fence
Amanda.
yet, so we gotta throw Amanda over.
Okay.
Which, by the way, when this little girl gets like freaking, what is this, a hammer throw is what this is called or something like
Hammer
that?
throw.
She gets thrown by her pigtails and she's like, ah! Screaming in the distance. Some fucking kid in the background goes, good loft!
What? An excellent release!
F, these kids!
And they're watching her go towards the spiky fence, and they're like, is she gonna make it?
Oh,
God.
my God, I know. I was like, oh God, this is the worst. Jesus Christ. And then they all cheer when she's not dead. And again, if I was working at the school, I would be like, all right, we avoided another kind of lawsuit. So I get sued. Jesus.
I can't find a great Miss Trunchbull quote, but
All right,
anywho,
I believe you guys.
I
I have
just-
some funny ones for later.
Okay.
I feel like now I'm just imagining Katie in the flower field trying to like
I
catch
have
Amanda.
a giant trampoline that I'm just like trying to catch her on. Yep, that's me.
Oh my God.
Well, we go and we meet Miss Honey.
Which
Mhm.
Kate from Bridget Jones's Diary, Miss Honey is not that sweet. Remember her character?
No.
Oh my
Who
God,
was
she
she?
was she the
She was
love
the girl. She was like
the girlfriend.
Yes, of Colin Firth.
Yes.
Is that the right Colin? Yes. Oh, that's so
Wow.
weird.
Was she a mean character in that?
Yeah, she was kind of like snobby.
bitchy.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's so weird.
But I was like, Miss Honey this is like the dream teacher everybody wants. And I had one really great teacher like my first grade, and it gave me this vibe. Like right? Did all of you have
Yeah.
at least one amazing teacher when you were a little kid and you're like,
Yeah.
I love them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I feel like Miss Honey represents all of those like core memories for everybody.
Miss Honey also was really, really moving and grooving with the topics for learning, because if these children are in potentially first grade, maybe second, but probably first grade, just teach them times tables.
Wow.
I mean, like this is like Dad
that's
and
advanced.
Mary math time, honestly, because you usually don't learn that till third grade, and I just don't know what universe we're in. But
Mrs.
anywho,
D, Mrs. I, Mrs. F, F, I, Mrs. C, Mrs. U, Mrs. LTY. Why are all these women married?
so good. I want that on a shirt. Just the phrase, why are all these women married?
And then up top just says difficulty.
Difficulty. So good. I want that.
Literally,
Oh my
though,
God.
I kind of was thinking the same thing about like the multiplication tables, because we have to do another scene where we show how smart Matilda is.
Yes.
And I think this is like copied in every movie ever when you want to show a genius kid.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's what Dad was training you for, Mary. Is he had watched all these movies. He's
Your
like,
Matilda
I know
moment.
One day, fast math will make my Mary the smartest one in the room. And now you're an astrophysicist, so maybe he was onto something.
Maybe?
Wow.
But yeah, so she does it. She does the multiplication, throws out a crazy big number, and Matilda gets it right. Miss Honey's like, what? What do you do in that situation? Kate, what professionally happens in the school?
What if someone's like gets a math question? Right?
If they're like super, super genius, and it's like,
I mean,
How
they
get
might
tested?
like be accelerated. That's what she
Yeah.
tries to do in the next scene. She's like,
okay.
I don't know why she thought this would work, by the way. Like, in this crazy bitch your whole life, and you think, like, you could sway her now to, like, be normal.
I
But that's when she
know.
goes to the Trunchbull and is
Yeah.
like, she's so brilliant. And she goes, she can multiply big numbers in her head. And the Trunchbull goes, so can a calculator. I cannot. Oh my god. But Miss Trunchbull's like, you can't handle her, so I'm gonna have to teach the kids and blah blah, and it just doesn't go well. And then Miss Honey is like real insistent, because this is when she shows up at Matilda's house.
Wow.
That's a lot.
Well, I kind of liked her shame tactic. Normally it's
Yeah.
not a good thing, but in this case, she was like, if you don't care about your child's learning, maybe you shouldn't be a parent. I was like, damn!
Damn!
And Danny DeVito was like, okay, come in.
Yeah, he's like, you right. Fine. They were drinking beers with straws, by the way.
Oh.
It's gross.
My God.
Wouldn't recommend.
Rhea Perlman goes on this whole spiel of, you chose books, and I chose looks, and look at me, and look at you. So books don't work out. I was like, damn, there's a lot of people that believe that.
I was like, is this a segment on Fox News right now? Because I think it is. Oh my god. It's part of the banning book monologue.
And then Miss Honey was like, oh, wait, if you were sick at the hospital, a smart person that went to college would have to treat you. And if you were in trouble by the law, a lawyer would have to help you. And like, it was so funny because they just didn't get any of it. And I just loved it so much. She was like, I see, I'm not getting anywhere with this. I'm like, oh my god, you think, lady?
And then she's like, anyway, Matilda, here's some more books. And then she gives her a novel and she goes, bring it back tomorrow. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Matilda's gonna read the whole thing?
Why can't her brain have an app? Come on. Jesus Christ. That's crazy.
It's like 9
think, I don't know, this is like kind of, maybe Miss Honey's like a really intense teacher.
I mean,
you know,
she's
when
like,
you really
I want Matilda. She's like a tiger mom, and she's like, Matilda, you'll enter the contest. The youngest child in college under my name.
Oh my god, but Kate, do you have your cupcake cake? Because it's
Oh,
Brucey
boy.
time.
I ate them already, so I already was Bruce Bogtrotter, but I'm ready.
This was the second time I cried.
Me
During
too.
this
I
scene?
cried too. Mary, did you cry?
I was uncomfortable and I didn't want to eat my snacks anymore.
What about at the end though? Did you feel better?
Like when they were celebrating?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when I cried. I didn't cry out of sadness. I cried out of like, yeah! The kids are cheering for Bruce.
I want to just take a pause. So, Mary, our vision is to make movies. This is part of, we're manifesting this. Katie's going to write a screenplay on it.
Let's do it.
I would like to add a scene, whatever movie, it doesn't have to be our first movie, where it's just like someone's in some sort of assembly. It's not even kids, it's like adults. It's for a different purpose. And I want an awkward moment to happen and one person in the back to jump up and say, you can do it, Brucey!
Oh my god.
No one named Brucey to be there. And I just want like everyone to cheer. And
We're all like, Bruce. That's not my name, but okay,
Yes.
I'll say it.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
God.
I want that to happen.
It'll happen.
Mary, I also
Yes.
wasn't comfortable. I'm somebody that like hates hearing people chew. What's that called? Anybody?
There's definitely a name for it. I don't
It's
know
like
it.
mesothelioma, whatever.
Mesothelioma?
Oh my god, it's so, and it's like people that are being polite. It's not even rude people. This scene is like a trigger warning because it's gross.
Yeah.
It is gross. And I used to always think when I was a kid, because there's a part where she's like, sweat and blood went into this cake. But I think she really says her sweat and blood went into making this cake. Or maybe that's what she meant.
Yeah.
Because I used to think the cake had sweat and blood in it. And
Me
then I was
too.
like,
Me too.
That's a disease.
It's gross.
Happening. Yeah.
That was a rough looking cafeteria cook.
Also,
Yeah,
the Trunchbull calls her Cookie. She's like, thank you, Cookie. Thanks for the cake.
Cookie's like, I'll see you kids
Why
at
is
lunch.
Cookie's name Cookie? What's happening? Oh my god! But like when Matilda stood up and cheered, that's where I was
Yeah.
like, crying. We love a good upstander moment.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mary, did you ever have to stay 5 hours after school?
Can't say I had
Anything
by
at all.
force.
Yeah, me neither.
I just love that she gets home at what would be 8
Like-
at night, 9
Yeah.
at night, whatever.
Yeah,
And her dad's like, "Where you been? The packages were out there the whole time."
The packages.
I also love how this school was like, no, bus driver, you also have to be inconvenienced
thinking
and
the
drive
same
all
thing.
the children home 5 hours later. And I was like, wow, thanks, nighttime bus driver. Anyone want to call the police? Okay. It's all fine. Everything's fine. So there's a really important scene that's about to come up.
Wow.
Okay,
Mhm.
I want you all to know this. This
Okay.
is where the Trunchbull comes into the classroom. And before this, Matilda and Lavender and her other friends, they find a newt, which is not a salamander. It's a newt. Newts are something, newt.
Something.
It's a something. So they bring the newt in the class. Matilda gets put in the chokey because of her dad, because he sold a shitty car. Okay, Lavender is also the real MVP, because Lavender is looking at this jug of water, she's looking at this newt, and she's like, newt plus water equals prank.
And like Danny DeVito narrates this part, he's like, sometimes just good ideas come out of nowhere. I don't remember what he says.
Yeah, like, screw you, Lavender. You didn't plan that. It was just by chance you thought of it. You're not as smart as Matilda, Lavender. Don't forget.
I love Danny DeVito's narrator voice.
Yes.
I think he's on Morgan Freeman level. I'm gonna say it right
bless.
now. It's amazing.
Yeah.
You know what? She was a real MVP, and I don't know if Lavender gets enough credit.
Well,
she deserves it.
here's the reason I bring this up, guys.
Yes.
Because many moons ago, before we had our Sisters Who've Seen It Twitter, I had my own personal Twitter in college. And they used to play Matilda on like ABC Family or whatever that channel was all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a very distinct memory of watching the movie, and I made a tweet that said, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when there's a newt on your boob? Because the newt flies on the Trunchbull's boob.
I'm gonna need a screenshot of
The
this.
actress who plays Lavender replied to my tweet and said, "That's so fun."
Oh my god.
And it was a great time in my life.
Oh
Wait,
my god.
Do we have
like,
it?
a
Can
picture?
we screenshot it?
No, I think my personal account's like long gone.
No!
Or I hope so, because who knows what other horrible dumb things I said. But
Damn it.
Wow.
I remember
That's
that one.
awesome.
So, what you gonna do when there's a newt on your boob?
Sounds
was.
like it's time for another tweet.
We're just gonna tweet that and see if Lavender
And
is
then
like,
tag
I
her."
remember.
And then just follow it with "You're the real MVP, Lavender."
Oh my god.
Wow, that was a surprise that you. Wow, I wasn't ready for that one.
Sorry, but
Incredible.
That's
not.
pretty cool.
Yep.
Wow.
Matilda gets taken out of the chokey by Miss Honey, and
Miss Honey, this could have been the most interesting thing you've ever done.
Then nothing else is said.
Yep, and then she's like, anyway, moving on. But the newt goes on the boob, and then the Trunchbull thinks it was Matilda, but then they're all like, how could it be Matilda? Because, like, that would mean mind powers, and then she's like, fine. And then Lavender was like, best friends don't tell. And I was like, Lavender, like, what are you lying?
It's cute.
She's such a
Love.
good friend. So
But then
cute.
Matilda, okay, this was a very important moment between Matilda and Miss Honey, because Matilda was like, I did it. And Miss Honey's like, we all have
That's
beliefs.
literally me. Like, if a kid was like, I have magic powers, I'd be like, yes, believe in yourself. Write your dreams down. You can do anything in the world. And I would just deflect.
But
Oh, boy.
Matilda was funny. Matilda was like, it's not that. I actually have powers. I was like, you stand up for yourself, Matilda.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but then it didn't work, and then she was like, maybe I was just tired.
Oh my god.
I don't
Well,
So-
she's
don't
using
know.
her brain a lot, so yeah.
Yeah, but
I'm sure.
because then that makes Matilda be like, I really gotta work on these powers and figure out how to control them.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
She starts thinking of her trauma.
The
Now,
trauma.
I don't
Oy.
know if this is I thought this was cute, but I don't know, like, legally what is this, if this is a good thing, but Miss Honey invites Matilda over, and I cried because I thought it was the sweetest thing, but now that I think about it, that's not a good thing.
It's a little, it's like stepping
weird.
over the line. It's meant so genuinely, but
So genuine.
don't do it in real life.
There was no purpose to it, though. It was just like, want to come over? Like, not to read or, like, show you anything.
No,
Just
Mary,
saying.
it was so Miss Honey could unload her trauma on the 6-year-old about my dad completed suicide, and anyway, I should live in this mansion, but I live in a shack. But don't worry, there's wildflowers, and I guess that makes it cool. What?
But like, Miss Trunchbull killed him.
Yeah.
Yo.
I'm surprised she hasn't killed more people.
Mhm.
She probably has. Literally, she's like Michael Myers in
Like
some of these scenes.
Guys, how do you think she killed him? Shot put?
Oh,
Hammer throw?
Hammer throw.
I was thinking like poisoned chocolate, or you think
Oh, God,
horse.
That's very murder mystery.
Mm.
I like Mary's hammer throw suggestion. Just right out the window, and then
Wait, Kate, can you write a whole movie about how she kills him?
the
because-
prequel to Matilda. And then Miss Honey also has powers, but then she gets amnesia at the end of the movie, so she forgets.
Whoa.
Oh, all right, I'll work on that.
Write that down.
Oh my God, you're right, Mary. How did she kill him? This took it to the next level. I was like, yo, Miss Trunchbull is a straight up murderer, and it's not like, oh, she's mean to kids. She's really terrifying now. Now I was like scared.
Yeah.
She also had a scary braid. You guys see that?
Wow.
In the painting?
In the flashback, it was like a braid, and I was like,
So-
girl.
God, just note to self, don't follow her hair.
It did not take Matilda very long to be like, he didn't kill himself, did he?
Yeah, freaking like Walter Cronkite over here. Jesus. Matilda also is like, Miss Honey, I have a great idea. Let's get in that house. She's like, I know you just told me your trauma, and going in there might be sad. Let's get the fuck in there. And then they do. So, okay, great.
We're gonna get your Lithy doll.
Lithy doll.
Why? Why do we have to do that? Again, Mary, you've listened enough to also know this. I'm running down the street. Why are we running towards the scary? Run away from the scary.
I wouldn't have even ran yet, because we were, Trunchbull was still, like, in proximity. Like, that's the danger zone.
With the
my
bad
anxiety goes up so high during this goddamn part, and
This
I know
was
how it
intense.
ends, and I know it's
And it was
okay,
long.
but, like, it's so scary.
It was like, I feel like it was like at least 20 minutes
Okay.
running through this house.
Fun fact, this house is the same house in Hocus Pocus. That's Allison's house.
Wait.
Yep, it
That's
is.
cool.
People, jackpot. That's crazy. Wait, I'm trying to think of the staircase now, because you see the staircase in Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to rewatch. Oh my god. Okay, I have a real talk question.
Wow.
For each of us. Has anyone ever had to sneak out of a house, even if it wasn't yours? Go. Bridget, I know you snuck out of the house before. So I guess I already know the answer to that one.
I think I did once when I was having a sleepover at a neighbor's house, and I got scared for some reason. Maybe I had a nightmare, and I was like, I want to leave. So then I just walked home.
You pulled a Matilda!
Yeah. But like walking home was like less than a quarter of a mile.
Wait, which neighbor?
It was one of them.
Was it?
I think it was.
Oh,
But
my
I think I
God.
was like Matilda's age. I think like mom and dad were like away or something. Stupid.
So you
I
broke
really
into the
don't-
house, Mary.
No.
I think that's a good move, Mare.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think so too.
Whoa.
Wow. Katie, you?
I mean, yeah, like a lot. And I always have anxiety. I always had anxiety. I don't do this anymore. Yeah, it's just like scary. Like, it's like so scary when you're in that moment, but watching someone sneaking around and trying not to get caught is extra scary.
One of my funniest sneak outs was with, I think it was with Liz, and it was snowing. And so to go out, it was a beautiful coat of fresh snow.
No.
And so to
Ouch.
go out of the door, it would have been so obvious because you could see our footprints. We're not ghosts. We can't float over the snow. So then we decided to make snow angels all over the backyard to hide our footprints. We were so cold. We were so cold.
I feel like Dad probably saw you guys at the window and was like, what a bunch of dodos. What are they doing?
Yes, they couldn't care less about what I was doing.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh,
This movie takes it to the next level because now it's like, I got superpowers. I got a villain origin story. Miss Honey is being bullied and I love her. And I'm ready to fuck shit up because now she's harnessing her powers.
She's fighting a murderer.
That's scary.
She turns into like Spider-Man when she like goes under the table. I was like, this is a Spider-Man move. Like something's happening. Like, did you also get bit by a spider? What's going on?
Yeah.
But thank goodness they get out. They don't get the doll, whatever, but they get out. And then Miss Honey's like, Tilda, promise me you'll never go in the house. And Matilda's like, wink. She's like, remember, my family gaslights me, so I'll do it to you too. And she goes home, and this is when her mom is hanging out with the FBI. I don't even know what they're fucking talking
Harry,
about.
you never let me talk to people. I gotta talk to someone besides our kids.
Yeah.
He comes in, he goes, what is this, a hot tub party? Get out of here. Amazing.
Yo, how fun would it be, like, acting with your spouse? How
Oh my
funny
God.
would that be? Like,
That'd
I
be
feel like that would be
amazing.
hysterical.
Oh my God.
Oh my
so
God.
freaking good.
It's so funny, and they're so stupid, these cops. Pee Wee Herman and his, like, ragtag partner are so dumb. But it's such a nice, I don't know, I felt like they were, like, refreshing, because they were just so steady Eddie, you know?
Well, they were also the only adults that were, like, gonna do something against the corrupt parent adults. So I was like, okay, like, you're dumb, but I like where we're going with this.
'Kay.
Like, there
'Kay.
will be justice.
Redemption. Mhm.
This is the montage where Matilda finally does her full-on powers. She's like, Dad, yell at me. And then he's like, never mind, I have mind powers. And now I'm gonna have a dance montage in the house.
That was cute.
Whoa. I had this moment where when the dad's yelling at her and the door's going and then she shuts the door with her mind. I don't know why my brain went to, can you imagine if Kevin McAllister had Matilda powers? How much shit he could fuck up.
We would have never had the events in that movie, probably. It could have been so different for him.
Wow.
His pathway to Jigsaw could have been so different.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's just really great. And now that she has her powers, she starts to use this against the dumb adults. So she
Love it.
steals the VHS from the police and
Love it.
mess around with them. She makes their car go crash. And then this is where she's like, I'm gonna go get that fucking doll and I'm just gonna leave the house at night and no one cares.
Mary, did you
Mary,
do this?
No.
Was that you? Mary!
But before she leaves, her
Oh,
brother throws this carrot at her, and then she uses her powers to whip it around right back in his
amazing.
mouth, and he starts choking.
I tried so hard and I could never get that carrot back in your face, Jimmy.
And then Danny DeVito goes, chew your food, you're an animal. I hear that so much, I feel.
Oh my God, I love it.
Good. Oh my God.
Love it.
But she does like haunted house pranks
Yo,
on the Trunchbull.
yeah. That was
Matilda
funny.
is poltergeist, Kate.
She is
Oh my
poltergeist,
God.
and unfortunately, because of Dad, I also thought of Impractical Jokers, where I was like, this is like a fucking skit from that stupid ass show. Oh God, I can't even. But yeah, she gets the doll, and then the Trunchbull like thinks her house is haunted, but she finds the hair ribbon.
Okay. One thing about Miss Trunchbull, I got real raptor vibes in this scene.
The sense of
Because
smell?
she did
What?
this. No,
Oh, yeah.
so she smells everything
Yeah, she
and
does.
and
She's
knows
a sniffer.
what people smell like. And then she gets to the window, and it's a side profile of her nose, and one of the nostrils
Oh my God,
makes
yes!
a nose like out of fog. And I thought that's like what the raptor does when in Jurassic Park when they go
is.
try. She's a raptor. She's horrifying.
We could superimpose her into Jurassic Park, and like it would be just as scary. Like
Can
it
you-
wouldn't be out
oh
of
my
place.
God,
at all.
with raptor legs, but her body on top.
The dinosaurs in
making that
Jurassic
edit?
Park were all female, so this works.
Ooh.
She's a clever girl.
Clever girl, Miss Trunchbull. Clever girl. Okay, so the next day, this is like the final scene-ish, is
No
we're back
more
at school.
Miss Nice Girl.
No more Miss Nice Girl. And then she's like, there's no newts today, but there's other shit, so get ready. And she's like, by the way, Miss Honey, look at my powers. And then she shows her that, like, over a weekend, she learned how to, like, do all this. And she's like,
Damn.
look at the shit I can do. I mean, I'm still waiting for the day that a kid walks in and is like, I have powers. And I'm like, yeah. And then they show me it, and I'm like, cool.
What's the next step? What do you do?
Yeah, what do you do?
Well, I guess it depends what kind of powers, guys. Like, if it's something stupid, like, I can turn the color blue to green, I'm gonna be like, I don't know. Good luck with that. But if it's like, I can fly things, I'd be like, let's go prank someone right now. Let's walk down the hallway and do a ghost prank and see if we can get school canceled.
Wow.
Just kidding. I wouldn't do that. I swear.
I love this because this movie had such a nice pace, and I feel like it got to the point that you're like, we're ready to mess stuff up. It wasn't too long. It did a balance of show and tell, and I was so ready for it that, like, I cried again at the end because I was so excited she beat the shit out of her.
It was great. Yay. Adults getting abused, but they deserve it. Also, Trunchbull walks in and she goes, water and hold the newt.
I also want that to be a line out of nowhere in another movie for no reason.
It's just so fucking good. She does try to throw another kid out the window, but he gets to fly around like Superman. And that's great. Because, like, every time that it could go so dark and evil, it, like, silly music plays, and then, like, the kids all start giggling, and you're like, never mind, everything's fine again. Trauma averted, kind of. Oh my God.
Kids are flying. Chalk is attacking Miss Trunchbull. But this is the best scene, is when the chalk goes up, and as you say, Miss Honey has the advanced first grade class.
Oh, they can read big words.
They read all the big, and they're like, this is Magnus. I thought it was so awesome.
Yeah, nobody needed to even sound out Magnus. I was like, I call bullshit on that, but fine.
Miss Honey's a great teacher, Kate.
Okay,
Stop.
she is. Wow. Oh man,
I love this scene. I thought it was. I thought
I
it was
love that all the
epic.
kids joined in and just started beating up Trunchbull with
the
their lunch.
entire school.
Yes, the
like,
whole school.
where was Cookie? Like, did she give them food to throw?
They all brought their own lunch.
There were no other adults, so I don't know, but it was great. And then Danny DeVito is just like, she goes out of the school, she's got all this like food keep getting thrown at her, and Danny DeVito goes, and then the Trunchbull was gone!
She never came back.
She just disappeared, and she's probably abusing other children elsewhere, but she's gone from us, and that's what matters. So, hooray.
I mean, they did button it up. They're like, Miss Honey got all her money, and she moved into her old house, and everything was right again.
And somehow the house was cleaned, and the landscape was fixed in a week.
Yeah.
Incredible.
It sure was. And then she became the principal. Does she have her certification? Nobody fucking cares at this school, so who cares?
I honestly, having the adoption papers in her backpack,
She was ready.
Mary, I hope this wasn't you.
No, absolutely.
Oh God, Mary, no. Mary found the form at the library. No. Oh.
This was like a scene where I'm like, how do they play this off? Because this is like a horribly sad moment.
Yeah.
And then the music is like working its ass off to be like, it's like some poor violinist.
It's like,
breaking her
smile,
arm.
smile.
Oh my God. Rhea Perlman acted her ass off here.
I never noticed this ever, and I've seen this movie so many times, but this is the first time I realized that in the background of this scene are police sirens.
Yeah.
Because the family is literally getting chased in real time by the police, and at one point Danny DeVito goes, I can't think with all these sirens.
He's like, we gotta beat the agents to the airport. Get in the car.
I'm going to Guam.
Matilda,
Oh my God.
you're the only daughter I ever had, and I never understood you one bit. Who's got a pen?
Who's got a pen? Get the fuck out. Oh my God.
And the brother Michael goes, I'm gonna be an only child again.
Yeah, bye, Michael. You had 4 lines and you choked on a carrot.
The worst.
Rhea Perlman also, when she walks up, she's like, let's go, Matilda. And she takes the cookies they're eating and she goes, let's wrap up these cookies and go. I was like, that is me, but all right.
Shove them in the bag.
Matilda gets
my-
adopted. Is it official? We don't care.
We don't care. We
No.
don't care because they start rolling around in their house and hula hooping and being silly in the grass.
Having a picnic.
It's
So cute.
Oh, it's so cute.
Yeah, this
oh,
was
boy.
when I cried.
Oh my god, I cried then too.
Matilda and Miss Honey got the only thing they ever wanted, which was a loving family.
It's so beautiful.
Mary, again, I don't know if we should keep calling you Matilda. This is dark.
No.
Well, now you're your own adult, so you can adopt yourself. No, you can't. Never mind. I don't know. Let's wrap up these cookies and go. Okay. Oh my god. Well, guys, would you watch or don't watch?
Oh my god.
Always
it's a perfect
watch.
movie.
Oh,
it's a
thank God.
perfect movie.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so good.
It's so good.
The tears it gave me at maybe some not parts I should have been crying at, it still put me in such a good mood watching it.
Oh,
Yeah.
incredible.
I came out so happy.
Honestly, this, like, Jaws is a perfect movie, and Matilda's in top 5
It's
on,
up
like,
there.
perfect movie.
Let's
It's
go.
up there. Are you going to show it to baby Kate when she is 6? No, you're 4, 6.5. What do you think?
I'm just gonna go to the end and be like, okay, Kate, we got a hula hoop in the living room, and then we gotta do a picnic, and then we're gonna do this.
And she's like, but Mom, what about all the rest of it? And you're like, no.
any Miss Trunchbull part I forward, I'm like, she's scary. Don't look at my bun.
And then Kate blows up the TV, and you're like, whoa.
Oh my god!
And you're like, oh shit, now we gotta watch the whole thing so you learn what to do with your powers. Jesus.
Oh my god.
So good.
Wow, but how about having Mary here?
Oh,
Wow,
Mary, the real life Matilda, but you're not really Matilda, but you might be Matilda.
It's fun to joke about.
Oh my god.
I mean,
Love it.
is it? I don't know. Maybe we should move on. Should we
We
move
can-
on?
We did
Sure.
also call you Boo from Monsters Inc. because you used to
Boo.
always wear your hair in the little pigtails.
Oh my god.
That
Mary.
was you.
Yeah.
Wait.
And you would have absolutely gone with a monster
Yeah,
and just
I
like
would.
been happy and like having fun. Like you were that kind of toddler.
I love that movie. Yes.
Okay, Katie, I sent this to Mary, and Mary, maybe you're faster than me and can send it to Katie.
Is it
Okay.
the picture
But I-
of Kate
Yeah.
with the pigtail?
No.
I did see it.
No. It's
Oh.
a painting that I
Oh.
found
Oh.
that I did of Mary.
I got you. I'll send
I
it.
want to see.
I'm on it.
Okay.
I did it 20 years ago.
Wow.
Oh my god!
And
20 years ago. How
I
old were you?
literally
Oh my
have
god!
and it looks like frickin' Kate, baby
Oh my
Kate.
god! With the
Yeah.
flowers. How
Yeah.
cute!
Wow,
2003.
wow.
So, Mary, you were like 2.
Yeah, I was like 2
They're
and a
about
half.
the same age.
My
Oh.
freaking god, that's
Wow.
crazy.
Guys,
Oh, you were
Full
a
circle.
kid, Mary.
you're the cutest. You're
You
still the
guys.
cutest.
Cute.
But
Aw.
wow. But now you have to
Wow.
go. What's an astrophysicist? Tell people real quick. Just
Oh,
get on
God.
that.
Tell them what?
Just tell them what it is. What do you do?
Oh, like what it is. I study things going on in outer space. That could be stars, maybe planets,
Aliens.
aliens.
Is that
If-
fall in the umbrella?
Let's do it.
If
Yeah,
there's like
we
an
can
alien,
throw it in there.
is that going to be part of that, you think?
Yes.
Just want to know. Just want to know for myself.
I want
Okay.
it to be. So
All right,
there
good.
it is.
Thank God.
Wow.
That's yeah. But honestly, all I've been doing is just like, reading boring papers. So it doesn't it doesn't feel as cool as it sounds right now. But
Mary's in the library, and some old librarian is just ignoring her and not offering any help.
Mary,
Not
you
offering
can
a
take the
library
books
card.
home. There's a library card.
Mary, give the library cards. You have to go to the freaking library and live there.
Well,
Oh,
I
man.
can't wait till you go to Mars and text us because you know how to do all those things.
I do not want to go to Mars. But
Never
Don't go to
mind.
Mars.
send someone else there.
Don't leave
Okay.
me. No.
All right.
Wow.
Well, we did it!
We did it. And it's your pick, Bridge. So
I'm gonna do something crazy.
Wow.
Mare,
Yeah.
since you came on as a surprise guest,
Wow.
I'm gonna throw this pick to you. You could pick
Uh-oh.
anything. I didn't prepare
Jesus.
you.
Oh, no.
I have a
God.
backup. If this
Mary's
is
having
successful.
anxiety like me during the Trunchbull house scene right now. Oh no.
Okay, well,
but wait, no, you're an avid listener, okay?
Yeah.
And I know that in your head you're like, I wish one day they would do this or whatever, and whatever that natural thing, I want it to come out. Don't think too hard, and if it really stresses you out, I have a backup plan.
so, because I'm here as a guest, I'm gonna pick the next movie for you guys.
Oh,
And because we just brought it up, that I am like Boo, we're gonna do Monsters, Inc. Yay!
Put that thing back where it came from. So
help me.
Mike
So help
Wazowski,
me.
Mike
So help
Wazowski,
me.
Mike Wazowski, Mike Wazowski.
I saw this movie in theaters.
Wow.
Wow, you're
I was like,
old.
I know. And I think I was like, might have been in middle school or going into middle school. Yeah.
Wow.
I was a newborn.
It's a great one. You were not born?
No, it was like 2001.
Oh my god.
So I wasn't even 1 year old.
Mary, you were literally a fetus, baby.
Wow.
But
Wow,
you're
wow.
Boo.
I'm
So
Peekaboo. Mare, thanks so much for coming on as a surprise mystery guest
Thanks,
that Katie had no
guys, for
idea
having
about.
me.
this was the best surprise.
Yeah.
And listeners, if you love our sister Mary like we do, you can also listen to her on our Pokemon the First Movie episode.
Oh.
Mhm.
And our Brave Little Toaster episode. So check those out too.
Where she'll
'cause,
make you love Lampy.
I will.
You know, we did. Mary, did you listen to our nostalgic movie Survivor?
Of course I
Because
did.
I put Toaster on the island.
He was
and
one of the first
maybe
people
the next
out.
round will be Lampy. I mean, Toaster didn't really last very long because I don't think appliances are going to degrade on the
I
island,
appreciated the inclusion.
but did it for you. So
Lampy
yeah.
will win the next games.
Oh well, I don't know about
You
that
heard
one,
it
but
here, folks. You heard it here.
he doesn't have hands, but it's all right.
He doesn't need them.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, and listeners, if you also love our sister Mary, who may or may not be Matilda,
Absolutely.
she still hasn't admitted it about her powers, but they're there.
We
I
know
think.
she has it.
Turning the light off right now.
And if you think that the Trunchbull would fit in really seamlessly in a Jurassic Park movie as a killer dinosaur, and if you think that Danny DeVito, we love your work because it's amazing. Oh, Bridget's in space now.
Just snap the fingers.
Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ, the distraction. All right. If
Bridget's
you love all that
Matilda.
stuff, you should write us a review. We love reviews. We love written reviews. You can
We
review us
do.
on
Wait.
Apple Podcasts along with some other podcasting apps. Yes, Bridge?
We need some reviews.
Oh,
You know, it's
we do.
kind of like we've been a little stagnant, and we see the stats, folks.
Mhm.
There's a lot of you, and we
Yeah.
look at the reviews, and there's not a lot. And we're just wondering, could you just, the loyal ones, can you just add something and be like, hey, I like it because of Bada Bada Boo, because you keep listening, but it doesn't look like anyone listens, but we know you're listening. We know you're listening.
We know you're out there.
Guys, use your mind powers. Write your review in chalk. Prank your scary principal. Just do it. It's not that hard, okay?
It's not that
Seriously.
hard.
And we also have a website, sisterswhoseenit.com.
Mhm.
So on our website, you can request a movie. All right? So if there is another movie about a child who's getting abused, but it's funny and we all have a good
It's all
time.
silly and fun.
Right there. I thought Monsters, Inc. might fall into that category.
Mm.
But I don't think Boo's gonna remember trauma, so fine. And Bridge, what else can they do on our website?
They can buy us coffee, which is money, and that will go to Miss Honey's fund so her and Matilda can go on vacation. Just kidding, it's not.
Wow.
It'll come to us.
Oh,
And there's also merchandise, which now I believe I need to get a shirt going that says, why are all these women married?
Please, for
and
me.
just an image of a bun, like a hair bun, to see if people will get it.
Oh my god.
That's even more amazing. Please, oh my god, please do that. Wow. Yeah, so check all that out, listeners. And we hope to hear from you. All right. Well, we'll see y'all next week for Monsters, Inc. with Schmoopsy Poo and Googly Bear.
Wow. Thank you, Mary. We love you.
Thank
We
you,
love
guys.
you, Mary.
Love
Thank
you.
you.
I love you.
Go
I
have a
love
dance
you.
party in your living room with
boy.
flying objects. It'll be fun.
I would like to reach out my hand.
Yeah, I love that
Hold
song.
me
Rusted
down.
Root, send me
Hold
on
me
my way.
tell you right.
Oh, I'm breaking. Way too much fun with the Zoom right now. Oh, Jesus. Okay,
Bye-bye. Love you. Bye-bye.
I love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Sisters Who've Seen It. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Check out our website at sisterswho'veseenit.com, where you can email us, request movies to be reviewed, and keep up to date with all things sisters. Also, make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. See you next week.